Okay, I am back. I am back from my 4-day across Utah excursion, overlanding, because I drove overland. Fuck. I went to, so what did I see in 4 days? Went hiking in Bryce Canyon National Park. I was stopped at the Toadstool Hoodoos. That's a joke. So most of the hoodoos have been knocked over and destroyed. Thank you, California motherfuckers. I hit the Skylight Arch. I hit the Castleton Towers. I hit fins and things on my way home. Don't let me forget, I went to Lake Powell and to the Corona Arch too. In the 4 years I've owned this FJ, there's one mod that I'm going to change. So inside here, I've got a dual USB charging port on the left of the steering wheel, and I added another one down in the center console. This one over here is on 24/7. It keeps my GPS charged. The one in the center console, when I installed it, I thought I don't need that on all the time. Well, I've changed my mind, and that's what modding does. My new way of driving is I've got the GoPro Hero 5 from 5 years ago, as a dash cam on the center of my console, and it's plugged in to the center console down below. I also use that port down there for my cell phone or as a extra charging point to plug in my GoPro Hero 9 and just set it in the cup holder or the 4-wheel drive transfer case shift lever to keep it charged. Well, 4 days of excursion, and I have found that I stop enough to get out and explore and hike. I really want that one on the center console to be powered on, not by the ignition, but by the battery. So underneath here is where all the wires come together. It's gonna be a quick, easy snip of one wire and splice it in to another wire. And I'll see if I can show you that. But my thought is, nothing that we are charging today in 2022 draws anything measurable from the battery. So to leave things charging all night for several days, all day while you're driving, is not gonna affect the battery, because your GoPro, once it fully charges, it shuts off, it stops taking power. Same thing with the iPhone, same thing with the Garmin GPS. It's not gonna hurt anything to leave it powered up all the time. And for me, when I stop my engine and get out and take pictures or go exploring, go hiking, I don't have to plug things in that need to keep charging and keep plugging them back in over here. For those of you millennial overlanders that are mimicking the true overlanders from down under, where they really overland, in America, we don't freaking overland. We got gas stations every 20 miles. We don't need to carry roto packs, fuel and water containers, because there's water and fuel everywhere in the United States. Those of y'all are just mimicking an Instagram look. So you'll look cool in the carpool lane or at Cars and Coffee on Sundays. Everybody knows you're a poser. Snorkels, ladders, awnings, all that bullshit just so you look tough and rugged for that one trip a year that you go out camping. God forbid if it rains, because we know you're packing your shit up and going back home to mama. This is a true mod. It's usable day to day. even going to Kroger's, it's usable. Anything inside here has no equity to you millennial overlanders because you can't see that in the carpool lane. You keep all your bullshit mods on the outside. Make sure you have a D-ring that's painted red that everybody can see, that lets them know you're tough, you're rugged, you're equipped for anything. That's very important to have those D-rings painted red on the front and rear of your bumpers that you've never touched dirt on. All right, let's get on to this mod. There is my USB charger on the left. And as you can see, there's a little blue LED light in there showing that it is on when there's no keys in the ignition. This one down here is not on. That is only on when my ignition is on, and I'm pretty sure I disconnected or painted over those blue LEDs. That's what I've got, and I'm gonna make this hot off of the battery now. Inside my fuse box, I've got 2 of these fuses. I'll put links to those in the description. They're very handy. All I've got to do now is trace out my wiring for this one, and the other wiring will be for, and splice them together, and both of them will be on the same fuse. It's pretty easy. Okay, easy peasy. Reach up here, push that out. It comes out really easy. Then you can just tug on the wires. And now I know that this one right here on the bottom is the one that's full-time hot. Remember that, Fjester, the bottom one. I got a good memory, but it's short. Okay, so the one on top, I'm not gonna be using anymore. I can pull that out. The fuse that is on here needs to come back into that position. Now, all I gotta do is take this red wire, hang it up on nothing, and tap it into this red wire. Can you see that? That's the red wire from the old one, and that's the red wire from the new one. Let's go find a tap. I'm gonna cut this right there and leave all the wire on my fuse for later. And I've got an 18 to 22 T-tap. Very simple, like this. It goes in on the tap side. This wire will, let's see, I want to make it the other way. Will feed in from the bottom. Push that all the way in. Make sure the other side is lined up. Yeah, perfect. Perfect. And then with your pliers, crimp it. And then you're good. No splicing, no soldering, no bullshit. Let's get that a little bit better. Crimp. Nice and solid. That closes up, and I'm good to go. This should be powered up. Now turn off the light, and you can see the little blue light shining in there. Now I can keep my GoPro Hero 5 dash cam constantly powered on. It's for other things that I charge, and I just set down in the coffee cup Over there. Pretty easy.
That was easy.
Easy enough for a millennial to do. Those of you Instagram mimicking overlanders, I want you to keep modifying the outside of your vehicle to make yourself look tough and to boost up your self-esteem, because we know you've got none online. Oh, people, your insecurities online to total strangers is really funny. For those of us that are not overlanders, we're in America. We go four-wheeling, we go camping, we go exploring, we go hiking. We drive our vehicles in mud and dirt and snow. We don't overland. That's for Australia, not for us. For those of us, we do common sense mods, and then we mod our mods when we need to tweak it a little bit. And that's what I've done here now. I'm charged. I'm connected. All right, man. I hope I only cringed the millennials, and those of us boomers, we know we're right. That's it, man. I'm out of here. See ya.